Welcome to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sports. This is the #1 place for all your fantasy content. We do the research, so you don't have to. But wait, so you don't play fantasy? We have you covered with all your F1, IPL, and UCL content. So head on over to the Fantasy Pavilion YouTube page, like, subscribe, stay connected with us. We have all the content you're looking for. Fix that team though, and do better. The last year you were doing shaky. But this year we're doing better. We're doing better this year.
Yes, guys, welcome to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sport with your host, Jared. And of course, I'm joined by our resident rookie, right, Rachel Rushford, who is who's playing FPL for the first time this season. So, Rachel, we have now covered 3 game weeks. How are you doing so far? Are you liking it?
So I am definitely liking it. I am addicted. I've already tweaked my team for game week 4. I'm just waiting till Friday morning to press that button.
Now, Rachel, I don't go down that road, but as a lady, do you know understand what it is that why we are men are so obsessed, or FPL players on a whole, as an outsider, why it is we so obsessed now, why we will watch a Luton versus Brentford now, you understand?
I definitely understand. I mean, I was watching a West Ham game weekend. Never thought I'd say that, but yes, I am invested. So I completely understand.
Yeah. So yes, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. So of course, let us know in the comments how was game week 3. We're gonna take a quick look back. So of course, this is the YouTube channel's team, the Pavilion's team. So of course, we made 50 points. 1 million something in the world right now. Not too bad to start with. Overall 172. Of course, 2 would have been an ideal start, but we'll take the 172. Edison in goal. Kobore, Gusto. Big up Gusto. Mucho gusto, like I said in the previous episode. Really has seen mucho gusto. He was brilliant. Brought in a nice load of the Estupinian, nothing. A rare occurrence because he has been very consistent for the first 2 games. So can't upset at all. Saka with 8, Embuemo 2, Salah 5, of course, Rashford. Finally, woo-hoo! Rashford and Bruno. Rachel,
finally.
Yeah, patience paid off. That's what we like to say on the show too. Patience. It's only 3 game weeks. You can't be ready to get ready. Let's see what happens first. Give them a little time. You know, at least you have other assets that could bring up the points for you. Nothing from João Pedro. So it certainly looks like he is not in the starting lineup for some reason. So that's if you want to sell João Pedro, I encourage it. I may stay on the João Pedro hill for a little while. Haaland, captain, Mr. Penn, but he scored so few. But everyone has Haaland, so that's not going to hurt anyone. And well, our bench had nothing on it. Nothing to cry about. So of course, it is the end of a month, right, of the August month. So we have to big up our monthly winner, who's going to win a prize courtesy Island Bear Chill and Grill. We have Vijay Parabino, Empty the Clip, right? Very interesting name. For those in Trinidad, you'll understand. 86 points for this game week. Yeah, Leno in goal with 5. Udogi, 12 points, solid. Kulusevski brought in 8. All right, wow. Grealish and Captain Sterling.
Yeah, I'm looking at Sterling maybe to bring him in for game week 4.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Watkins, 5, and of course, Haaland, 4. So Captain Sterling, wow, that's a very bold move. He knew something we didn't know, but well done, big up to you. Of course, we don't wish you the best, but you know, well done for this moment, and of course, we will get on to you for your prize. So well done. Don't forget, guys, you can win a monthly prize, and of course, we have a grand prize pending for the entire tournament as well. So if you're not doing too hot for the long term, you can get something in the short term. Second place, David Coilas. You have Coilas FC, 76 points. He had Edison, Chilwell, Udogi. He had Saka, Bruno, Sterling, right? So a solid 3 in the midfield. He had Watkins and Haaland, so not too bad at all. Nothing to cry about on the bench. And our third place, Joshua Leaping, dropping from second to third, 61 points. He had pick up the points, Pedro Porro. Then you had Madison, Saka, Sterling, not captain, but vice. And then up top, of course, Captain Haaland. After Captain Haaland, of course, this to compete with the EO. And he had Ariel on the bench this time. All right, so not too bad at all, guys. Solid. Game week 3 was a little tricky. Was really, really tricky. Yeah. Bring out your... You wonder where we could... I'm thinking of doing a wildcard draft for the international break file. So we'll definitely do that. I'm not sure if my panel wants to use a wildcard here, but we are going to do a draft just in case. And of course, we also have a fantasy draft episode we're going to be doing for the international break. So we have some content lined up as well. But I know a lot of people are interested in using the wildcard. Rachel,
yes.
you have 2 teams in mind already, 2 templates.
Yes,
so we can run us 3 ideas quick now.
2 templates. I want to bring in Sterling. I want to bring in Pedro Porro. I want to bring in a couple West Ham players. I'm not sure which ones as yet. I already brought in Wisa last week. So Zhao, I transferred them out early. And yeah, might bring in a Man City. I don't know. I'll look at how much I have in the bank and we'll see.
Yeah, solid. Now, I feel fire saying, no, only a draft. Right. I understand. Right. Well, then we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. Right. We'll obviously, because international break next week for those that don't know. But of course, if you are stricken with injuries, fine. Of course, don't make sense having 4 red flag players on your team and you can't do anything without forward. So, and of course, there's some players
who got transferred. Yeah.
Yes, we have to monitor transfers. Carabao Cup was today as well too. So hopefully no assets of yours get injured. We saw that a few key assets were arrested. Madison was arrested. Udogie was arrested. So that has me at ease for now for some of those key guys that we're watching. So it should be okay. No reason to panic right now. Oh, well, definitely. If you're someone that has Gabriel, Shaw, and Akanji, Stones still, because you hold on to Stones. Yeah, for sure. Butman, those kind of guys. Yeah, definitely. Who else that messed up everything?
Udogie is supposed to be injured, but they haven't confirmed.
No, he's good. Udogie's fine. No, he's fine. That's tactical.
They have him at 75%.
That is plenty.
All right.
Plenty. I was trying to tell guys in the comments, telling Rachel, again, she's learning, but she's learning really fast. Must say that 75% is safe because Madison was 75. No, actually, I think it was 50, then 75.
Okay.
And I kept him on. I will, if I have a key player, so if Haaland all of a sudden is flagged, I will obviously hold on to Haaland.
Just bench him.
To make sure. No, not even bench. Put him to start. Have a good first starter sub. And so in case, because they like to say these things and then when they come out there playing, it messes you up.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah, no, my coach is off screen. FPL 5. She's off screen. Yeah, she just helped chipping in. So of course, let's start the show one time. So I have a very interesting. I wish some of my co-hosts were here with me to debate me and battle me with this, like Paul and Antonio. Antonio's on his way. Buy, sell, hold. Now, yes, there are 2 Arsenal, and then of course I could switch it out. There are many other options, many other players that I could call and reference. But Ward-Prowse is not an impulse or reflex thing. He is actually genuinely hitting the ground running, doing what he does best. Because let's be real, right? As a player, no one's gonna chase down Ward-Prowse, but for what he does, the assist points, free kick potential, brilliant. You can't go wrong. And I think now with what West Ham is building, especially now Kudus has joined the fray, Antonio is looking like his old self. Ben Rama's running, Bowen is running. I think is definitely going to be I think Ward-Prowse nearby, a very solid option for buy. Sell. Well, of course, we're talking about Gabriel since game week 1, but of course we were trying to be patient. FPL Fire, boom. Yeah, I think so too. Very interesting choices, right? Gabriel, of course, didn't start game week 1, came on, gave us what, 1 point. Game week 2, Blank. Paul is inside. Big up Paul all the time. Right? So, as I was saying, Paul, what do you think about this list here, Paul? What do you think?
Yeah, this looks like a good list. You hear me, right?
Yeah, any loud and clear, bro.
Right. Yeah, I'm not hearing you too
Echoing
clearly.
on your end, though. So I don't know if you have a headset or something. It's echoing on your end. You have
Yeah,
to
let
mute
me
me or something.
just let me
Yeah,
come
no
out and come
problem.
back in. Yeah.
Sure. Right, Chronicles of Benjamin. I would buy him, but there are other players around his price. Right, given. Of course, certainly. Right. I just thought that it might be an interesting one just to pop in there, but of course there are great options. I was even thinking instead of Martinelli as whole, Foden as a whole as well. I do think it should sell Foden right now. Foden is a solid whole. Of course, as I was saying before, Gabriel must sell. He's not looking in favor. Estupinian is another sell. I won't say must, but he's another potential for sell because again, like Gabriel, not being picked or starting. And we always want to get starters. We rather have starters than someone that comes off the bench. It gives you that ease on a Saturday morning when you're seeing the lineups, right? Or you were still Martinelli. Well, see that I know that some people for sure some doubt about Martinelli, but you see the fact, Chronicles, Gabriel Jesus is back. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I think that is what you've been missing now. Eddie has been great. Don't get me wrong, Eddie, I would say whole Eddie, but if Gabriel starts to wean himself back in and get back in the fray with Martinelli playing, Martinelli, Gabriel, Saka, and once Arteta stop doing this nonsense and go back to what was working last season, Martinelli and Jesus will link up well. So I think for now, only because Jesus is back, I will hold on to Martinelli. That's why he's a whole. Yeah. Foden's a whole. Big up, man. Well, you're a smart fella, man. You're a brilliant person. I don't even know it. I mean, one time, you're a brilliant human being, man. Well done, bro. Big up, Gunners. So, yeah, Paul. Hearing us good now. Let me see if you're hearing us good. Paul.
Yeah.
Nice. So, Paul, quickly, my list here of players, buy, sell, hold, what you agree with, and of course, what's your options?
Well, yeah, I actually like the Ward Prowse but West Ham has been looking really good. Ward Prowse once again has been in the midst of everything that they've been doing. He has like 2 assists and a goal so far.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. That's a good buy. And I don't think he's heavily owned by FBL owners as yet. So
managers, no, not yet.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good buy. Definitely sell Gabriel. I sold him.
Yes.
I finally gave in this week. I fed up. Yeah. So I'm definitely done with selling Gabriel and hold Martinelli. Yeah, I think we should hold him. Because especially as you now alluded to, Jesus starting once back in the fray in the thick of things. And he's starting once again for Arsenal, so that gives Martinelli even more value because sometimes Jesus tends to go out and Martinelli go in, they interplay sometimes, so it makes him even more of a greater attacking option for me. So I think you should hold on to Martinelli for a little bit.
Yeah. And if we're looking at Ward-Prowse so far, so Ward-Prowse played against Brighton and Chelsea. So of course Brighton was a recent game. He scored, and then he had 2 assists for Chelsea. Now the beauty about Ward-Prowse, he's one of the, I want to say only, of course I'm going to get battered for this, but he's one of the only players that you could count on relying on right now in the EPL that could put a good ball from a corner. We've had some terrible corner takers over the weekend. I'm watching some of the corners. I'm like, oh my goodness! But that's valuable. Very valuable.
When it comes to set pieces, not just corners, like free kicks.
Free kicks, exactly.
Yeah. His delivery does be spot on, way.
Yeah. Free kicks. And as I said, for something like a corner. That's why I didn't mention free kicks. Of course, free kick, but corners, because we've seen a lot of dismal corners recently, and he's very slick with them. And then as I said, the addition with Kudus, I think West Ham, it definitely good pace or at least one solid West Ham asset right now. Even with Areola, he's looking solid as well. He might be the save magnets that we're looking for right now this season. Big up Antonio. and they ran home.
Boy.
Right? Are you have any alternatives to this list, Antonio? Who's your buy, sell, hold for this game week?
My boy, I was surprised for you. I bust my wild card.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I had.
So you have 5 injuries. You have 5
I have
injuries.
nobody on my bench to come on,
Right.
and my fixture's kind of iffy. So I was like, I might as well, because the price, I realized price rising like every single day. Somebody price going
Correct.
up. So I hit the markets in the 80s. So
Yeah.
but yeah, my pick, my buy for this game week is Bowen. I like what I see in West Ham right now, so I went with Bowen. My sell. Oh, who was my sell? I sold Eze. I mean, I know he was once a kind of hold and maybe hold, but Crystal Palace not really clicking for me right now. So maybe when he does catch a form, I don't
Right.
know, the strain comes from is on him right now because he is like the man of the hour.
Yes.
As-
Talisman.
So that's my sell. And my hold this game week, who did I hold, boy? I hold on to. I don't wanna say Rashford, boy, but because I Rashford, I was like, I was still reckless selling Rashford because man, they give us the goals because we know that wasn't like going to be like a really intense game for them. Although we were surprised, I wasn't surprised actually, but still, I don't like what I saw. So my hold would be. Cause I'm tempted to sell the Arsenal men too. Don't get me wrong. So my hold right now is Martinelli. Because I have Saka as well. So it's hard for me to balance the two with these other guys.
Yeah. Right, so Chronicles saying yes, the prices, you agree with you, Antonio, the prices are rising extra regularly. It actually prompted me to come up with a trick using my wild card. You might know where I'm going with this. You're talking about the -8 wild card? Chronicles, I know that's something that people do too. They just do a -8 and call it a mini wild card. Right? No, I did not. Yeah, people just -8 and say right wild card. Yeah, and Paul, that's a mini wild card.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if you roll the two transfers and you take a -8, you have 4 inside.
Yeah, that's it. And that's it.
I
And they
was
call it a
asking
mini
about
wild
that.
card.
Yeah, I was not about to see that. You roll your 2 free transfers and you do 3 and it's a -4, basically.
And a -4. Well,
Yeah.
break it down first now, Colonel, because that sounds interesting. Right now, of course, I did not get a chance to come up with a lot of players for the other slide, but I want to talk about this fella, boy. Hey, now, yes, Udogie, doing things, returns. I think if you're looking for a cheapish defender that started and playing really good, boy, Van der Ven impressed me, boy. I don't know about you all. I know it's wild, but he really, really impressed me.
Yeah, he's a okay option. Although today, I saw he let in the own goal, against Fulham. It was a little unlucky, but he has been solid at the back. I would quickly lean a little more towards Romero. I don't know if the price is a big difference in price between them. I don't know how much Romero is. I'm guessing 5 million probably.
I will see if I can find that out for you quickly. Romero.
But Van der Ven, if you're looking for a cheap way into Spurs defense, Van der Ven look like the way to go.
Romero is 4.6.
Well, look at that. You see, and he scored already. I think he scored in the first game against Brentford.
Yeah.
So
well, Van der Ven is the third highest scorer for Spurs in the defense. Romero with 20, Udogie with 18, and then Van der Ven with 14. Now it's like how we looking, boy, looking good, but he might be better as a fan tracks asset though, because he kind of tackles that he making and stuff. But I always impressed with how we look. And I know people looking for defenders right now that's starting and playing, and he might be a decent shot. Obviously, you want goal scorers, you want assisters, so you have your Gustos, your Udogie, for sure. Even I would still stick with Aurier, and it's coming. Aurier looking, I find he's still looking good, but he had to play he had to play way more conservative against Manu, which was smart from the coach. But I think when he plays other teams and they are allowed to open up, you will see him getting more advanced and getting those assist points because he's really playing good. I rating him. This season, he's going to have a real good season this season. Any transfer picks or who in the transfer radar this week, Antonio?
Well, my wild card is active right now, so my whole team looks different from what it was. Yudogi, of course, cheap, and I like I kind of see Spurs pull off some clean sheets. I mean, they're playing Burnley next, so I'm hoping that they can pull off a clean sheet, maybe a little assist. Gusto, I like what I'm seeing. I like how he's playing.
Right.
I wasn't on the market at the time to buy him because I didn't want to take a -4 because I already had Chilwell.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I think this game week, I don't know. I hope people say Madison injured.
Don't worry about that. Fine. Safe. Don't worry about that. Madison not.
I think between Madison and Bowen, I think like those could be like my two differential captain picks for this week. Just say.
Okay. Solid. Because of who they're playing.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't reached there yet, but yes, I take in that.
Yeah.
I take in that. Right. Paul, who's your transfer radar picks?
I like Rico Henry from Brentford. He's actually looking good going forward for them. I know Brentford hasn't kept they kept one clean sheet so far, if I'm not mistaken, or they haven't kept a clean sheet as yet. I don't think they have kept a clean sheet as yet, but the potential for extra attacking points from Rico Henry is there. I find he gained any ball looking like he could do something, for them. So yeah, he's on my radar. As a matter of fact, I already brought him in.
Right. I with you on that one. I'm not vexed with that at all. I think that's a solid
and on top of that, Brentford have a nice little run of games as well too.
Yes.
So
yes.
They have a nice little pick there run. So
West Ham don't have a too bad of a run too, West Ham have a decent-ish. It mixed, but it's not too bad. But it like Manu's early fixtures, because Manu has some tricky early fixtures here. West Ham have a up and down kind of
thing. To me, if you're going West Ham, you have to go for the attackers. Because some of the teams they're coming up against very potent in attack,
Yes.
Unless you're going for unless you want to do a keeper change or any wild card and you want to bring in Ariola could get some save point.
Correct. Yeah.
I don't expect much clean sheets from West Ham as you need to.
Yeah. Big up Chronicles. Thanks for joining us, Crons. What's your plans for game week 4? Chronicles, international break after. So I know you're saying wild card. What are the targets for your wild card? Give me a goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, strikers. Different players you're looking at. All right, differentials for game week 4. Right, again, I didn't get to put in any players, but who are we? So again, I want to talk about someone that I think no one is given due respect to, and future Antonio, future Golden Boot winner for this season, Antonio. Right, I see everybody watching. Awoyni, well, they're not respecting Awoyni, boy. Put some respect on Awoyni name now, man.
The new Pookie.
Paul, put some respect on him, man. The new Pookie, right? Funny enough, Rachel asked you who Pookie was yesterday, but on the other day, because I mentioned Pookie, she's like, who's Pookie? And I was like, well, boy, I remember that's a campfire story now, Pookie is a campfire story.
FPL legend.
Legend, bro. Pookie party. Somebody say Pookie party, they know.
Yeah.
But Awoyni, is it?
Norwich. He was with Norwich, and
yeah. Norwich, yeah. Because remember he had Sargent with him, and it was a nice team, and he was scoring, but the team wasn't doing too much. But Sargent and them was doing well. Yeah. Awoyni. Are we? Is it too soon? Is it that he's overachieving, or don't bother, don't waste time? Is he the best João Pedro replacement to be up there with Haaland in your 4-4-2 or your 4-5-2 formation? Awoyni, talk to me.
I mean, he looking good right now. I don't know how they schedule and who they have next. Chelsea, yeah, Chelsea away. So I don't know how they should be looking, but I mean, he looked good. If you're looking for a differential to bring in, yeah, he's the man in form right now for Forest. He's the talisman. Um, if I looking for a differential, he's a good little differential to bring in.
Yeah. Now there's another guy that people jumping on like like Steven Rogers on a grenade by Antonio Boy. Sterling.
Yeah.
Team Sterling. I just heard someone in the audience there excited by this. Antonio, why should we not jump on Sterling too quickly? Are you on that train? Because I didn't hear you mention him in your wild card. Are you on the Ryan Sterling train?
He's kind of a maybe for me on my wild card right now because I already had Jackson, and if you're watching how Chelsea played now, I'll say Jackson played really well. He had the ball. He could have had an assist, but Sterling help. I mean, if he had nothing balance on his feet, but every touch, he took it for you. So
a Lukaku touch.
Yeah, boy. But Sterling looked good. The runs he was making, they kind of gave you that man. Remember how he was in Man City? That kind of run in the box, right? Yeah, he was giving it that drive now. So it kind of, I could see why people tempted because he more prominent in the team, and in that game especially, he was playing he was like main man in that game. So I can say
he was
getting gassed up him right now, and he has his service coming in from the wings, Augusto and Chilwell. Those men were just whipping it in the side for him all the time. He was prominent. But as I said, I don't know. But I can see why people getting gassed up right now because he could get the assist and he could score.
Right.
I might jump on the wagon, but again, Floria treat as the players on my team. I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah. I understand. I wouldn't jump on that too soon for sure. But yeah.
What about Liverpool players? I'm not hearing any Liverpool names being called at all. Salah, no?
Explain to Paul why no Salah now, please.
Price with Salah is a issue, especially if you have Haaland in your team already.
But if you no wild card, would you suggest bringing Salah?
Not as yet. The reason being the schedule's still not the best, but it takes a turn like around, I think it's 8 or 9. I think you will see a little change in the scheduling where it gets a lot easier for them in terms of fixtures. So for me personally, I would wait a little bit. I mean, he hasn't really lit the world on fire as yet in any case, and you want value for money as well. If you're investing that 12.5 in Salah. So I would bite the bullet and wait a little bit just to see how things develop, and then if there's anything in the next few weeks, then I could think about bringing him in.
What about so if you have to have a Liverpool asset, what about Darwin? No, 2 weeks. I just asking it. Just 3 names.
Yeah,
but they don't usually start Darwin as CSG, right?
Yeah.
As if he starts there, because he could come off the bench. He could be like a super sub, come off the bench and score goals or whatever, like how Diaz was doing it last time. Come off the bench, score goals and win. Yeah, but I don't know if they will start him just like that. But I think this was a performance that he definitely, to put him up there for a start, just to see what's going to happen. But I don't know. I had Diaz on my team as because I realized every time something goes wrong, they're taking up Diaz.
Right.
Taking up Diaz or something. When I go more defensive, they're taking up Diaz. So, and I keep it on Salah, no matter what. So
yes. Understand what you mean. Yeah, they sacrificing Diaz and then going and keeping Salah on.
For the full 90. Yep.
Yeah, because they want to keep that shape and not concede. Yeah, understand. All right, so the most controversial question for the week. Well, this way, game week 4, right? Game week 4, obviously. Right? So who's the best game week 4 captain? Let me know what you think.
I'd have a guy from this team, team that's playing light blue. Don't know if you're familiar with him.
Oh wow!
But he real bad.
All right. Okay.
I can't remember his name though.
Okay, he missed a pen. I heard he missed a pen. Though.
He all right. Yeah, you what? He missed a pen?
I heard he missed a
Small
pen.
thing.
That's small thing.
That's small thing. That's small thing. Yeah. You must miss a pen, son. Everybody misses a pen, son.
Antonio, you paying 14 million for somebody to miss a pen?
I was saying I was paying 12 for Kane and Kane never missed no pen.
I like it. I like it.
But Kane not here. That you think Kane not here? If Kane was here, I'll definitely go for Kane. But yeah, I still feel I want to leave it on Haaland, but Fulham,
of course.
Not the all that, you know. I don't want to take the chance just yet. I know at some point in time I will take, but not yet. That hat trick or that double in.
It coming. Yes. No, I agree. I just being facetious, of course. But what maybe some other alternatives now for those that feeling wild or froggy, Paul, and I'll go to Antonio. Madison, talk. Madison, 2 assists and a goal.
And I telling you, in that or Bowen. I like Bowen play Luton Town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bowen's a good shout, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. People looking past Ward Prowse, because Ward Prowse, I find Ward Prowse getting them assists every game now.
Yeah, scoring.
Yeah.
You see, because Antonio playing as a lone striker, and Antonio could literally bully 3 defenders at once. Ward Prowse could sacrifice defending and go up the road, and Bowen, Benrahma, all those guys will hold on the fort. So, yeah, definitely working.
And then very creative in getting the ball to him too. So, yeah.
Correct.
Antonio could be a nice shout too.
He's a nice shout, and Kudus now on the scene. Let's see how he gets implemented. I'll be very curious to see how Moyes uses him as well. Great player. So West Ham looking good. West Ham looking very, very good, very solid. Some good assets. This is the most I think we ever spoke about West Ham in a long time, except for when Antonio was on fire and Jamie Vardy. Remember those days when Antonio went? That was what, 2 seasons ago? Vardy and Antonio were messing up the dance.
Yeah, beginning of the season.
Yeah, they were getting a bad hat after trick. Antonio was cruising. He wasn't sure who to captain, Vardy or Antonio. Yeah, crazy. Imagine if I tell a rookie that now they won't believe me. If I tell somebody who never played in their life. All right, so of course now, not much to do. This is our this is the team here, our YouTube team here. So of course, for Gameweek 4, we have Edison, Estepinian, Kobori, Gusto, and Mbomo, Saka. Now we dropped Mbomo last week for Diaby. But Mbomo will be back. Mashing up Bournemouth first. Saka, Rashford finally on the score sheet. Until the returns, finally giving us a return. Salah chipping away slowly. Mitoma was on the losing end, a shock defeat, and now they have to play even more difficult game. From a EPL standpoint, of course, Brighton would have loved to beat West Ham and then, of course, maybe eke out a draw. Or, obviously go for the ultimate victory over Newcastle. So now they have it all to do. And I think this is what makes Mitoma super duper viable to have right now for an option, because they have to go fit. And I think they could give Newcastle, that could be an end-to-end game. Very, very end-to-end. Right? And of course, we have João Pedro, we have Haaland as captain, Turner, Gabriel, Mubama, Baldock. So, of course, one free transfer in the bank. Guys, do you all want to roll, or do you all want to get rid of somebody and bring in someone?
Roll.
Up to you. Let me know what you all want to do.
Roll.
All right.
Pedro. Go for me, boy.
Yo, what I say, Paul?
I don't think he is.
So you want to get rid of him?
For me, because he not in the Zerbi
plans.
Good books right now. Okay. Yeah, not in the Zerbi plans. So since that first game, look at NC School was injured and he's still come off the bench. You know, so
yeah,
that's just my opinion. I would sell. And
yeah.
if you want to roll, it would be tough because it's Gabriel on the bench, Mubama not starting, Baldock is the only one we could
nothing to
possibly
come
think of.
off in case anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would buy the bulletin and just get rid of Pedro one time.
Okay.
Bring in
Antonio,
somebody like
roll
Jackson.
or get rid of somebody?
Or-
Yeah, I don't like players that in my level that are not playing. So definitely I would have gotten rid of Joao Pedro because his price gonna go down and it does gonna be losing money. His value gonna keep going down. So once he not starts and he not doing anything and again, his value gonna go down. So might as well get rid of him now and invest the money in somebody that have potential to grow.
So get rid of him or get rid of Gabriel.
No, you have Baldock. You have Baldock for this game to fall in.
Well, Baldock might be leaving Sheffield. Eh? There's a transfer rumor. We'll go. Some funny team wants him in Europe. So, but we will jump that. We'll reach there when we reach there. So I'm giving you all the option, Paul, and I want you to agree on a replacement for Joao Pedro if you're replacing Joao Pedro.
So our budget is 6.7.
6.7, correct.
So who could we afford then?
Real money in the bank, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. There's a good bit of money in the bank.
They have Embremo, so they don't want to go with sir.
No, you don't want to double up on the Brentford because diversify the assets.
I'm not sure why Eddie not starting because I find this boy is always what's his name?
Yeah.
Havertz,
correct.
Not looking. See, he doesn't have a striker's instinct, so he isn't where he's supposed to be when the ball comes in the box.
Correct. And he's very, very negative. But I don't want. It's not that kind of show. Don't get me riled up.
But here's what my two options. How much is Alvarez?
Alvarez 6.6.
6.6. Yeah.
That's like for this game week. That's actually a good show because he most likely going to start.
Paul?
I actually like Nicholas Jackson as a option. Yeah.
He's expensive.
But he's 7.1.
Yeah, he's expensive.
That's way above. Yeah. Alvarez just snug. Just snug.
Just getting, yeah. Well, I would go to Alvarez then, if that's the case.
Yeah. Now, City's next few fixtures. So Fulham. So they stayed in London. So London team. So Fulham, West Ham. Then they play Nottingham.
Yeah, so they kind of appealing to the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, interesting. All right. Well, if it's unanimous, I know Paul. Anybody, any other options?
I mean,
not that I could think of.
Unless options.
Unless you want to go for your boy from
yeah. I mean,
Chronicles say Taiwo or Alvarez. No, I think Alvarez is a good shout, and then he might cover the in case Haaland something, Alvarez playing, but Pep boy. It's just Pep is frightened. He might have two City assets, but I think Alvarez is pretty safe. I think so. I think he's safe. Either way, he's safe and clinical. Right. Just now I have a question here. Is Nick, thanks for coming through, bro. Izzy, Nick, new subscriber. Yeah, thanks for subscribing, bro. Appreciate the support. Quick question. Outside of Haaland, who do you think has a shot for grabbing a hat trick?
This game week?
It won't need just Mbeumo, yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice matchup against Bournemouth.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And that's it. It won't need a sure start over Alvarez, but see, Alvarez will play right behind Haaland. He'll play. Yes, Bernardo's back. Kovacic, Rodrigo. Right then is Guardiola, Ake, Ruben, Walker. Yeah. Alvarez will, but again, it's Pep. Pep is just frightened. PTSD.
Do you think Walker will play?
Who?
Walker. You think Walker will play?
Yeah.
Will start?
Nah, Walker start. Yeah.
Yeah, Walker had to be there.
Let me give you another option, Nick. I want to give you another option. Yeah, boy. Tell you the way he's playing right now. So Gameweek 4 fixtures. Right. Hat-trick potential. You see, tricky, boy. It's some good games, Burnley looking foodie,
Yeah, Burnley looking foodie. I can see my listen, but there's something.
They were not hat trick. I mean, oh gosh.
Yeah, I was a brace, but not a trick.
No, Madison.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Breeze.
What about Richarlison?
Oh, no.
Nah, give yourself Paul. No. Hat trick of yellow card.
You never know, you know.
Ah,
You never know, you know. You never know, you know.
No, I agree.
You might
I quicker say Son.
might shock the
Son will get
world.
the hat trick.
Son. Actually, hey, that's a good call, you know. I remember last year, Son, I bring him in my team, and he didn't even start. And he come off the bench and he scored a hat trick. I don't know if you remember that game.
I remember exactly what this is about. I had
Son
him.
could still,
So don't
yeah,
worry
Son could
about
still
that.
do. Yeah.
I
Son
didn't
could be a surprise hat trick, man.
Yeah,
They
no, I like
just-
that question. I feel I must be in that category. Who you think will keep clean sheets and who keep? I like that question.
Or who will give you a double return? Like a double
Yes,
return, like a
yes,
brace
I
or
like
goal
that
and
question. I like that
Yeah.
question.
multiple
Son is
returns.
telling me that Son gonna be a differential. What Sterling was last week? Yeah, exactly. Bro, here is here first, right? But
And isn't Burnley the team Saunders always seem to do well
Nah,
against?
yeah, I think it was Bournemouth playing now. But I wish it was Burnley. No, it's Burnley playing.
It's Burnley playing. Yeah, it's Burnley.
It's food.
And I have Son on my team, you know.
That's
Good
food.
shot.
That's because Burnley conceding. They scored. They looked okay, but they conceding. So, yeah, boy, I think they could get bore up real bad, especially if Madison in the right mood. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
So
So
hat-trick
keep Son
coming.
then. So
And that's
keep Son.
Spurs team will be looking to bounce back from getting knocked out of the Carabao Cup today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, correct. And that thing that was one of the best chances to get silverware. So I hope, I mean, I don't feel bad. I can't say use the word I would like to use, but expletive Spurs, right? Yeah. So Richarlison scoring in all those down domestic leagues and can't even give me an assist. I tell him, yeah, Richarlison, boy, ask Antonio. Antonio have been broken hearted from Richarlison enough. I've defended Richarlison many times on this show.
He's a waste.
This week I would never bring him in.
Yeah, he could score 10 goals this week. He can save a penalty. No, boy, he break my heart.
It's okay now. It's okay now.
Talk to me.
I'm saying, I feel, if Pep do the right thing, Foden could pack a bag of hat trick once he starts.
No, you're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
No. Because
I would love that. I have Foden in my team, so I
more than love that.
it crossed my mind, but I say no, I'm not it.
If we break down City, the teams now know how to defend against Haaland, know what to do, right? And then it was inadvertently done for them because De Bruyne was his direct supply chain. Yes, Grealish been out all those guys there, but they're not as clinical in the passing to Haaland and what Haaland likes because they're not playing to Haaland's strength, especially if De Bruyne not there. And then all the teams have to do is just block up that supply chain. So now you're leaving. That's why these madmen like Rodrigo and whatnot could come out of nowhere and get these wonder goals and stuff, right? Alvarez and stuff like that. So I think that Haaland, once Pep don't pep up the place, Foden is not Basha, but it's Pep, boy. You can't. Boy, he's giving so much.
But I think Foden should be safe because he didn't start the last week, right?
Right.
Off the bench. But I think what happened is he had a little illness, so he came off the bench and still ended up getting the assist. I mean, it was a little fortuitous, but
yes.
it was still an assist nevertheless. So I think Foden will start.
Okay, I'm not vexed with you, but I just, as I said, I have PTSD from Pep. No way, Pep.
Yeah, Pep does do something.
Course, boy.
Liverpool game gonna have a lot of some goals.
I watching that game. I think that game will be that could be an easy 2-all. Easy.
That the most exciting games or 2 games to look forward to this weekend. Well, besides Man United and Arsenal, obviously, is
of course.
Liverpool and Aston Villa and Newcastle Brighton.
Correct. Yeah.
2 highly anticipated games. Could have some goals.
Yeah. No.
So
who's that?
Varane injured for a while, so man, you have a
Right.
hole in the back. So
Yeah.
Arsenal will exploit that.
I hope so. But is that Teta not anyway? It's not that
I
kind
think
of show.
Martinelli
Stop riling him up now,
he was
eh?
shooting. I didn't care Martinelli. Anytime Martinelli got that chance, shoot, he was shooting. I
Yeah.
like that.
I think both teams kind of struggling with the defense right now. Because
Yeah.
look at Arsenal last week, and
No,
even
we're not struggling, you know. Arteta is overthinking. Arteta is
overthinking.
nonsense. You have solid defenders. He's doing. He's doing things learn from Pep to overthink. But it's not that kind of show. Stop riling him up now, fellas. Or go, fellas.
Yeah,
Plus,
all right,
Once
sorry.
if
Right,
Arteta
so
if Arteta plays Eddie or Jesus, Arsenal have that game in the bag.
yeah, agreed. Now, before we just to cut quickly, guys. So of course, the Football Content Awards, the nominations are open, and we need your help to vote. First, we are trying for 2 categories: best in new content creators. So you just go into footballcontentawards.com. You'll see in how to vote tab or voting tab. You'll see the categories. Scroll all the way down to best in new content creator, and you just type in. Just on the screen says here the Fantasy Pavilion. Let me see if I can highlight if you want to see. Okay, I can't, but you just type in the Fantasy Pavilion, and then you scroll along for best in fantasy football video, and you put the Fantasy Pavilion. Thank you so much for your support. The nominations close this Friday. We're trying to be the first sport YouTube channel from Trinidad to be ever nominated for this Football Content Award, normally hosted in Manchester. All right, so thank you so much for your support, guys. And you can do this 3 ways. You go to Twitter and say, I am voting for, and tag at the Fantasy Pavilion. You can also go to the Football Content Awards page on Instagram and tag us. You'll see many categories as posts, and it's looking for best in new content creator, and of course, best in fantasy content video, and just tag at the Fantasy Pavilion. All the information is on our Instagram page at fantasy.pavilion. Okay, thank you so much for that, guys. So, of course, back to regular schedule. FPL Fire, I'm going to ban you, but I agree with you, bro. I actually think Man U going to win. Because it's just typical Man U to come to the Emirates and after poor games and terrible whatever, turn up against us and beat us. So I agree with you. I actually think that Man U will win. I just need Saka to score. But no, obviously I want to win. I want to beat Man U bad. But it's just one of those things where every time we face them when they're not strong.
Yeah. FPL Fire is a smart guy. He's a smart guy. You'll listen to him. Bring him on the
I'm glad to say that, by the way. Not Riley, I'm not told with that. That's a fair point. I said that today to Manu, my producer, Last Man Standing Productions, right, where we're shooting at right now. He's a Man U fan. I told him, I said, you're gonna win. You all are gonna win. So yeah, that's not gonna run. But it's just
as long as they have goals in the game, I don't mind Martinelli score, that'll be okay.
Right. Well, I said
Onana could pull up some saves. Probably save a penalty from Odegaard.
No penalties. I can't no Saka penalties. I can't let mental trauma to him again. No penalties. I rebuke that one.
No, I want to you hear what I say Odegaard, eh? So that way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That Odegaard can take penalties after that.
So Saka can be the permanent, right.
And give him penalty points for Onana. Because no, you're not keeping him clean. Yeah.
Boy, Fire, I wish. But see, again, I don't want to get angry with Arteta, but you're not thinking. We almost won the league last season with a perfect formation. You did something in preseason. It didn't, it worked okay. Then it switched. You didn't even do what you did in preseason. Now in the season, and then Partey right back. No Partey, Odegaard, the rest should be the midfield. But I digress, fellas. So are we? Let me bring back the team. Let's click our save button. Right, guys, make sure and click your save button, please, fellas, right? As you know, always have to remind you all, always click that save button, right? Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. All right, check out all our socials. We are very active on Instagram as well. Always putting out check out our shows, YouTube shows. We try to do snippets, Gameweek reviews, right? Check it out. All right. So as I said, did I save right? I didn't even bring him in yet. So let's bring in Alvarez one time. And guys, always make sure you click that save button. All right, so we good to go there. Any minus fours? No? Just joking. Don't answer that. Oh, Lord. All right, next. Make transfers. Do not click free, play free it, guys. Don't let anybody distract you. It's a critical time when you're organizing a team. Do not turn away, yes, baby, and then they click and play free it. Confirm transfers. It happens. Or don't minus 36 by accident. All right, Paul? All right, one of Paul's friends did that. All right, so.
At time I'll get a story. At time I was falling asleep on myself while I doing transfers, and I end up doing 2 transfers by accident. But guess what? The 2 transfers actually returned for me, so it was ended up turning out good in that case. But yeah, I'll be real careful when you're saving your team.
Yeah. Yeah, but fire the fellas say bringing somebody, so we go with it. They want the fed up of Pedro. Can't vex with them. All right, so of course, are we good with this team? Anything else to change, fellas? You good with this?
Let me see the bench again.
Sure, right here. See him? Gabriel, Mubama, and Baldock.
Would you prefer to start Baldock instead of Kaburi? Seeing as
I was thinking
it will have the easier, well, in terms of looking at it like that, the easier fixture.
I was thinking about that. Yes, I agree. And
because I just feel like West Ham have what it takes to score on Luton Town.
Sheffield, yeah. Oh, I mean West Ham to score on Luton.
Yeah, I would quicker start, and then Baldock is at home as well against Everton. Yeah, I feel like that's the better matchup.
Yeah. I'm not vexed with that at all. Had then Luton playing West Ham this Friday. That's our first game. Don't forget early deadline, guys. Do not forget. So Thursday, start to check and tinker. Make sure check all the press conferences, check all the news. We're trying to post anything funny up on our Instagram, anything that catches the eye, right? Please pay attention, guys. Do not lapse, right? It's early in the season. I don't want to hear anybody miss the deadline, miss the game week, right? We don't want to hear that from anyone. I think most of the guys, though, FPL Fire, most of the teams will rest the key assets. Everton can't afford to rest anybody, so they have to play a full team because this will be the only chance to get some silverware, maybe. So they have to go with a full complement. Nottingham playing Burnley, that should be a nice one. Sheffield playing Lincoln City, I think that should be fine, though. But of course, I will monitor it. And this is just our bus team for now. Any news, we'll try to act upon it. And yes, the transfer's a bit early, but it should be safe. When is our last straw with Gabriel, Nick, and Paul after international break?
He was my last straw already. I didn't transfer you out already. I didn't stick. I didn't want that value drop on me, so I get rid of him one time. I was like, nah, I can't take it. Too much pain.
Yeah. You see, so I like what Chronicle's saying here. Chronicle's saying I have a feeling Arteta would start Gabriel. So I would start him and set up my bench for an auto sub just in case. Yeah. I see nothing wrong with that. But I will. I rather the Baldock or the Kaburi right now.
Yes. Yeah, because even if you start him, let me say he does start. It is Man United. Most likely, Man United should score. So clean sheet's going there already. And
Rashford likes Man.
I wouldn't keep him. I wouldn't start it.
Rashford loves Arsenal, so yeah.
Best case scenario, he comes on and scores either.
Well, I mean, that would be great for me as an Arsenal fan. I'll be happy. Lord knows, right? To beat Man U, that's one of the few games
that will make me real sick, especially knowing that I sell him and I had him for the past 3 weeks.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
I'm making me sick at all. I'm glad it's good. Well,
you still have him in your team?
Nice sold it for Walker. Walker was the cause of that goal.
Yeah, the goal against City.
Yeah. All right, so guys, as we winding down, coming up to the hour mark, beautiful, awesome episode, very good timing. I want to thank everyone from the comment section. So as we normally do, Antonio, piece of advice for Game Week 3 and 4, / into the international break. Any advice?
This game week, go with what you saw from ideas from last game week. You realize these small teams, no matter, they're pressing against the big boys. So don't feel bad if your big team concede, because a lot of people will double up defenders, thinking that easy clean sheet. Don't think like that. Prep yourself for worst case scenario. Yeah, Man City. If you know you have Haaland this game week, I feel like Haaland have a point to prove, but he missed that penalty. I feel like he coming out with a kind of avenge. You know, see, this coming, this kind of anger kind of thing, this kind of real. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but he just come with this different kind of passion for the following game. He has before the previous one. So I feel like this game he's going to target that man. So yeah, my advice to you all, you're looking for a captain pick, Haaland. If you're looking for a differential pick, look at West Ham players or Chelsea. And all of you're jumping on these Sterling trains, so maybe that's a good shout. So yeah. Oh yeah, save button. Save button.
Yeah,
that's
please.
button.
Please. Paul, advice.
Yeah, just as to repeat what Antonio said, yeah, obviously Haaland, you know, he might be coming with a vengeance. You don't want to see pick him as captain and he come and he scored a hat trick. That's real hoots. Man, know the feeling. So and another thing, make sure your bench, make sure the order of your bench is in the right order, because you never know who might not play or who might, you know, last minute get injury and they play, or they get illness and they play. And then you have to depend on the order of your bench. So make sure the order of your bench, you know, sometimes it's good if you, no matter the format, to try and put the offensive player first, but always put somebody who you know playing. So at least if one of your starters miss out, the next one in line will come in and will give you the points they need. But you don't want to be, you don't want to have an illness, somebody miss out, and then when you look at your bench, you have Kabure first, and then you have somebody like let me say Udugi to the end. You know, that's crazy. Yeah, you'll feel sick.
Yeah.
You'll really feel sick for that. So,
Real sick.
put your bench or in an order, and obviously click the save button.
Yeah. Rachel, what are your game week 4 plans? You rolling? Yeah, brought in anybody or you rolling? Or you still studying the wild card?
Still considering wild card. I really want to bring in those West Ham players. Also want to bring in Sterling. And I want to change a goalkeeper. So
all right.
I have about 5-6 people right now.
That's you want to ship out, right? Wow. All right. Well, we'll keep progressing, Rachel, right?
She's definitely gonna use our wild card.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, against my advisor, but Game Week 4 is fair. Game Week 4, Game Week 5, so I'm upset. I will allow more, right?
Yeah,
but those, I want to remind everyone we're trying to get Rachel in top 100K this season, trying to see how far up we can get her. It's bumpy. She don't listening all the time.
I don't listen.
You know what you gotta do, Jared? You gotta show her team. You gotta bring up her team and let we talk to it.
I will.
But next time.
Yeah, but I want to see if I can get the password and everything. And I will. I think the password is Rashford 1 exclamation or something. I show it easy like that. I show it just that. So
yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
I think that's unfair.
Rashford Reds or something like that. Yeah.
Right, but I want to thank everyone that came through in the chat and kept it active. All right, I really appreciate that, guys. Big up FPL Fire, Chronicles, thanks for coming through. IZ who subscribed, IZ Nick, right? Of course, guys, for international break, for those not familiar, I don't like to take a break for international break, so we still do something. And we have to also do our draft episode, do a live draft. We always wait till the transfers are over. So transfer deadline this Friday. So next week we'll do a draft FPL pick live. About 5 or 6 of us, and have some fun with it and see how far we could go and who will top that table. And of course, we'll also try and do a wild card pick as well for next week. So I want to thank my guests, Antonio Paul, thank Rachel for coming through. Shout out Last Man Standing Productions, right? If you have anything that you want to shoot, and I mean anything, right? Come to Last Man Standing Productions, even if it's photos, photo shoot for the family, a family portrait, and I mean anything you want to shoot, guys, anything, or ladies, come through. And of course, we are always willing and happy to help you guys out. And again, happy picking. May your captain score a hat trick. You keep a save a pen, except if it's a nana. No pen saves for a nana. Right, and of course, clean sheets, right? And again, guys, we hope you'll have a really good game. May your arrows be green. Take care, guys. See you on the next one.